want to be able to read chat. I mean, I'm sure it won't be good. Okay, we're live now. You weren't supposed to wait for me. You could have just gone. Hey, Check Seaman. Let me know if there's anything messed up about the stream. I think we're using Spleebie's audio. I can't actually hear anything, which probably means I have my OBS settings wrong. Monitoring device was set to phones I haven't owned for like 2 years. But I still can't hear anything after fixing it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Mic is not blown out, that's good. Thanks, Greenham. Dan, can you say something so that we can find out if the viewers can hear you?
Something.
Buddy.
What an original joke. Everyone can laugh now.
Everybody is laughing.
Thanks, everyone.
You should enter tournaments under the name Everyone. Oh, I have a thing. Crop one more pixel. I always do this because when you're cropping things, the cropping UI like shows a, you know, has a little highlight in the GUI that covers up the last pixel that you need to crop. It's almost League, thank you. I'm glad that you noticed. I put a lot of work into this layout and the banner. Alright, our runners are off. You want to tell the people about these runners?
Oh, sure. These guys are kind of good at the video game, I think. Kind of close in PB-ish. But I think PH is also kind of on the verge of a big PB, personally.
Yeah. So Spleebie, I think, is like a mid 126. I can look this up.
It's 126.05. I did all the hard work of looking up their PBs.
I appreciate it. And then PH has like a mid
127.44. But I think he was on a much better pace and then kind of lost some time at the end in that run.
He's also posted a couple screenshots of his splits where he has like 5 blue balls and is like plus 15 seconds on PB or whatever, so he can definitely... Oh, I have the timer box.
I don't think we need too much information on the screen.
Look, I worked really hard on this. Hey Retro, hey Joss, hey Fire, hey Mama. But yeah, so they're pretty close in skill. Both really random mains, but have taken the NMG run moderately seriously, got some good runs done. Spleebie is an innovator in the community for his creation of the holiday NMG Thursday, which is celebrated by many people around the globe every Thursday.
Spleebie did invent Thursday.
He invented NMG
Thursday.
Thursday.
Him for it every week. No, I think it started with Thursday.
Okay. You might be right.
Spleebie did not innovate with not getting the left guard RNG.
He's copying my keyguard long strat from Auspicious.
You know, I actually timed just slashing that guy 3 times. That's what everyone does. Shockingly not that bad.
Oh, I meant keyguard 2. In keyguard 1, the best time ever achieved was a 3 slash.
Nice.
That was to Jakey numbers.
What I'm learning is that if you just slash everything.
I think that's the takeaway. Both players are like almost exactly tied.
Yeah, pretty good so far. I think PH got slightly better green guard hallway RNG, but apart from that, it's been more or less the same. This is honestly thrilling, watching this escape. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Damn is much louder than Fox. Alright, I turned them down somewhat. Let me know if it's better.
I'm known for being pretty loud and forcefully spoken. Ooh, kind of rough return hallways for both of them.
That hallway is like
Honestly,
so annoying.
It's a contender for worst room in the game, in my opinion.
I think it's reasonable to include that going up, but when you have the boomerang, it's like...
Yeah. That's bad.
What do you think is the worst room?
That's tough. One of my least favorite rooms, personally, is G2, but I don't actually think it's a bad room. I just think I have a skill issue.
That's interesting. That is a very frustrating room, but I think I agree, because the frustration always feels like it's my fault, and like I could just work harder and be a more virtuous human being.
Yeah. I don't really know though, like I don't feel particularly strongly about some of the rooms people tend to say are worst, like the statue room in Scholars.
Yeah, that one I think is like really severely overstated. I don't mind that one at all. My least favorite room is Dark Maze and Egg Tower.
That's fair, that's a good one.
Although my other answer is Hera Basement, because you have to stand still
Actually,
for 40 seconds.
I think the worst room in the game is the Zora Overworld.
Oh, I like that screen, but it's definitely really hard. Hera Beetles is like probably in the top 10 hardest rooms of the game.
Yeah, I actually like Beetles because it feels sick to pull off, but and you spend a long time not pulling it off.
Yeah, it's really hard. With some minor tribulations on both sides, we end up with perfectly synced exits from the escape again.
Yeah. Spleebie took less damage, but and has 1 extra rupee actually. This race might be over.
I mean, 1 rupee is pretty big. If you get a green rupee from a drop and then 2 bush crab rupees, you might be able to skip a blue somewhere and save like off range or something.
I think PH might do Saha rupees, but yeah.
Oh, really?
Maybe he stopped. I don't know. I thought he used to.
I think that one of the things we've found over the last few years is that Baja Rupees is a lot better than people realized. A lot of this stuff where you choose a strat that's like 96 times harder and saves 3 seconds, people have like sort of been like, oh, maybe we don't really need to worry about that when we have 129s.
Yeah. Even a lot lower, I don't think you need to worry about it.
I think you could comfortably take Baja Rupees pretty much as low as you want. Like at some point, doing Tree Rupees is easy enough that like you might as well go ahead and save your 3 or 4 seconds, but It's not really like at some point that becomes the easiest 3 seconds to save in the game, but I don't think that happens at a 129 level, you know?
Yeah, I stuck to doing Saha rupees for a really long time, just because I never practiced the Lost Woods movement, so I always would get hit.
Yeah,
But
and
then,
there's no
as soon as
alternative idea such as because you couldn't practice it. That would be ridiculous.
No, no, of course not.
So Spleebie with a little bit of a better overworld here.
Yeah, PH got hit, which is like frustrating. Sometimes you just get rough Octoroks.
Yeah. The Eastern Palace overworld is actually a reasonable contender for worst room in the game as well. And or it might also be a skill issue. I really don't understand some of the stuff that happens in that section though.
It feels really cool when you get the stair drag cancels.
That's true, I do like going
I mean, I assume. I wouldn't know. But yeah, it's definitely a screen where you just feels like you're always losing time.
Yeah.
And some of the enemies are just in really awkward places all the time. Luckily, it's not too bad to get health back in Eastern.
No, the first heart in the pot, which H got, I think Spleebie was still at full health, but H got it. It costs, the last time I tried to test it, I'm not sure I was able to notice a difference. Like, it's so easy to lose 3 frames in the movement after hitting the switch that it's very hard to actually observe the time loss from it. Like, it's basically...
Yeah.
Spleebie getting through big key damage boosts. H as well.
Yeah. Nice key boost for both. Spleebie got the purple, which is extra nice, but PH gets a rupee.
That is really
awesome.
nice to get a rupee drop there.
Yeah.
You don't think this is a great restream, Yoho? I can't believe this.
It doesn't say on the screen that it's a great restream.
I didn't want to copy. I hand drew. This is a bespoke banner. It's using the menu buffer to line up that arrow. I think that's a good menu buffer. I don't do it.
It seems good to me, but I hate doing menu buffers, like interrupting actions. Or like doing actions out of a menu buffer sometimes.
I do too. I always say that and then I do it anyway. But in that one, you don't need to be like extremely tight out of it. But anyway, you know, it's very much their choice.
It's a menu buffer that at some point I just decided I was doing somewhere else and change is hard. So.
Yeah. PH had a little trouble in CGR. Not problematic. Almost kill? Well, almost took. PH panicked, maybe? Did he actually mess up, or did he just panic?
I missed it.
I saw him start to walk back to the right, and I'm not sure why. Maybe he only shot 4 arrows.
Maybe, yeah. Armors is like the hardest easy thing in the entire game to do.
It's really easy
you do
to
it
mess
correctly
up.
5 times in a row, and you're like, this is so easy. And then one time you just lose everything.
And you can't really recover it. If anything goes wrong, you're just like so screwed. You're just losing 4 arrows in 5 seconds.
And dignity.
And dignity, yeah. I'm not sure how much PH is worried about his dignity.
Spleebie did have a pretty nice Easton. Opened a small lead.
Yep. Spleebie definitely doing tree rupees. PH is positioned to do tree rupees, but he could still walk around if you want. Yeah, not getting Saha.
He also has 30 rupees already. He got the red in double radius.
That's pretty nice.
It's super comfortable to have the red before desert and not have to worry about groupers or pots or anything.
Yeah. Both players nailed their first spin speeds, by the way.
Possibly the most contentious thing about speedrunning this game. I personally, I don't know if many people will agree with me. I have never really disliked spin speed.
What do you mean by disliked? Because I think spin speed is really fun. Just like frustrating because it's such a like dumb, precise input that just costs you 90 frames randomly. But like I think it's really fun.
I mean, I've never really felt like it's super difficult or unreliable. Maybe it's just like a controller thing. Maybe it's easy on my controller.
Maybe. I don't know.
I know some
I'll have
people
periods
like,
where I like can't hit it at all, and then other periods where I can't miss it.
yeah. Judging by how some people seem to just not be able to do it at all, I'm willing to believe that it's controller related. It's kind of a weird spot for the menu buffer from Spleebie there.
Did he use it to aim the dash down?
Yes.
I don't mind that. Sometimes you get a bush guard on that screen and it throws off your timing really bad, and it might be nice to.
Yeah, that's fair.
He used to be going for a couple pumps on the stairs, but ends up not all the way left and certainly loses more times than he gained by getting one or two pumps in. Kept forgetting how to do the screen. Yeah, that's a good reason. Where am I supposed to dash? Alright, give me a second.
Yeah. That one's a little weird. Not super obvious dash lines, but...
So we'll be going for a spin on the Rondo, Rando, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
oh, ph also.
Looking for it. Yeah. It can be nice to look for a drop. ph does not need a drop. Although if ph gets a blue, it kind of puts him in skipping red. He can already skip a red, but he can do it quicker. Maybe he just likes spinning.
Yeah, the spin is what a lot of people learn first. It only loses like maybe not even that. Jex was commenting earlier about how I do that differently than Corey did. I think that I don't. So I like I do the poke dash all the way over on the right side of here. I don't think it loses time because I don't think that there's a hitbox to hit. Like I think I'm there in time to hit the hitbox as soon as it spawns. Anyway, I just figured since I'm on the mic now, I can call out checks.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, you. You spelled league wrong. We'd be going for Desert 2 spin speed.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like, it seems super scary. It's like really shockingly consistent once you start going for it.
Yeah.
But even so, every time you do it, you're like, what if?
I don't even really think about it normally, but when I'm in a race, I'm like, am I really?
Yeah.
Is this gonna be the day it finally happens?
Yeah, you have a surprising amount of time for the menu. At least that's how it feels.
We'll be coming upon Lambo here. It's the most fun. I think the boss fights that are like really RNG, Act 2 basically, are I think the most fun stuff to watch in a race because you get to really see how people handle different stuff.
Yeah. Definitely feels bad if you get particularly rude landers, but
yeah.
I very rarely had a bad Lambo fight where I felt like it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, same. Lambo is one of those things where like it's super high skill ceiling, but like sometimes you get gifted a 2 cycle. Sometimes you miss 2 arrows, and then the last one just hangs in the air for like 40 hours, and you can get all the arrows. And sometimes you get a ton of short hops, and like you have to be actually really good to get the fast kills.
Yeah. Nice beer menu from Spleebie.
Let's go. I was talking instead of watching super closely. Spleebies looked like pretty solid. I'm not sure what the cycles was. PH had a little trouble cleaning up the last worm. I think it was a 4 cycle from PH.
I think they both got 4. I'm not sure. They looked similar. I know they had around this gap, maybe.
Well, not a big difference in any case. PH... Oh no, PH is not going for the Gelman exit. He just got the wrong hop back. Requiem recently found a better way of doing the movement leaving Desert Palace. The safe exit already only lost... Wow, nice save by Spleebie. The safe exit already only lost like 10 frames, and Requiem found a way to save 5 frames on it, so it only loses like 5 frames now versus the poke dash, so everyone should do it.
Cactus Dash remains undefeated.
Cactus Dash is epic, but the only time I ever did Cactus Dash was a race versus Fricker. That was not scary at all. Actually.
Everything's fine. Everything. Yes. PH also got. He accidentally grabbed the Hoarder rock on dashing after Desert Screen.
Oh, that doesn't feel great.
No, especially when you're already at 30 rupees. It's not even helpful.
Thanks, Twin. I'm glad that you can appreciate art, unlike some people. Did Rec highlight it on his channel? Requiem, there was a bunch of conversation about it in the Discord like a month ago or something. Or you can find it, or I can try to find you a link later if you remind me.
Spleebie dropped his sword there with the old man. That's something that I know is completely unnecessary, but I always feel pressure to do it anyway.
Yeah, what you gotta do, you should instead feel pressure to hold your sword out to show everybody watching that you know it's unnecessary.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure I'll find a way to mess that up as well.
You can't mess up worse than I did earlier.
I'm pretty sure I can.
I don't know if you were watching, but I accidentally dashed to the right, old man, along the slope.
He didn't get hit by a dead rock. So.
I didn't get hit by a dead rock. I'm sure that's what happened as well, Yoho. He just didn't hold down right. Neither player getting the quick warp. Whatever you call that. Spectacle rock. Quick warp. I give up.
They did both enter with only 1 art of damage there, which is always nice.
Spleebie.
Here we go. Oh, he blew it.
Oh, yes. Okay, I was about to hide his stream so that Yoho wouldn't get the satisfaction, but this works too.
This is all Euro's fault, by the way. When Spleebie dies to Moldholm, it's 100% Euro's fault.
100%. Maybe even more.
But he did do it, so I guess everyone wins.
I don't feel like the people of good taste. Yuzu may be responsible for ruining all dungeons and sucking all of the fun out of the category, but it's not his fault that you do memes in this room. Spleebie and Mr. Byers pick for worst room in the game. Starts to dash out to get a green rupee and then realizes that that's unnecessary.
I know PH does an alternate strat in that room to reduce the suckiness of it.
9, I'm worried about this. Is Spleebie already on blue balls?
He has 9 rupees, which may be a breakpoint.
Oh, that's true, it is a breakpoint. Alright, I guess that works. Yo, Twin with the 100 roll. Nicely done. Oh, I should have gotten some Owen Wilson sound effects to play. Maybe it's not too late.
Are you gonna get some Miracle Whip as well? Spleebie's final.
Yeah, but that would be weird to unmute my desktop audio.
Spleebie successfully beat your...
Get fucked, yeah. Oh, PH? Oh, that was a little awkward.
Yeah, that was a kind of close.
I thought the slash was gonna hit that situation. This is a really tough fight. PH handled that pretty well after the first hit. I think got a little bit lucky on the exact movement on the last hit, but pretty good idea. Except for the first hit, which was a little panicky. Didn't really catch Spleebie. Okay. There tries the charm. We eventually hit Katy Perry. We see Spleebie go for bird shot. He starts that dash. It didn't see. It looked like it was fine to me, but he's probably paying more attention. The trick to this screen is doing diagonals to cancel all your dashes off-grid in a way that gives you 3 frames where you nudge into the tunnel instead of 2. Or instead of... Because basically every dash you do here, you nudge something and get on the grid. So if you cancel off of it with a diagonal, you're always guaranteed to be off-grid, which extends your nudging your way into a tight pathway by like really valuable FSG tech. It's going for the bird dash, but a little bit low. Goes ahead and beams that bush crab. I think it probably would have been optimal to clean up the bush guard that he already dashed through, but like audibling to that plan, that situation is definitely impossible. For sure. I haven't either. I mean, normally you just have already killed the bird before that and it didn't help anyway, but in that situation, I think it probably technically would. But like, again, there's 0% chance I would have done. PH went for a different strat. He slashed the bird instead of trying to dash through it, which is a little bit easier, loses a little bit of time, and has a different effect on the drop table, which is sometimes good, but usually bad. Yeah, that's all I know. I know, well, we know PH got the red rupee, but that doesn't matter. Well, having a really fun time in this room. Those guys move really fast. It's showing off the strat working correctly. Once in a race, Doomtap messed up, parry skip, and panicked and did poke dash instead of trying to time a dash through them. And so I've tried doing that when I panic in that room. I think it's a pretty good strategy for handling the panic. Spleebie is also one arrow down from where he needs to be. Maybe he'll just get lucky. No, but he's going to not do the 5 arrow strat and be going to probably not be happy with how that ripped out. So Spleebie's options for arrows are basically, you can get the drop-down arrows, which are immensely slow. You can hope you get a drop in mimics, or you can I mean, those are basically the options. You can hope you get a drop in mimics, and then if you don't, you can get the arrow pod, which is also pretty slow. I think you should get the mimics pot. Yeah, I think that's the best play. But the drop down is also fun. I mean, ideally you just do the mimic strat, and then if there's no drop, you cancel the dash at the last second and go get the pot. Looks like 2 blue balls so far. An AT? Oh, I don't know. AT is hard. Both players definitely had Ag Towers today. That's 3 already for Spleebie. I think that's Spleebie gets 3, if I'm counting right, which is not here. Right, so 3 for Spleebie, 3 for PH. Who was getting good luck, but then foolishly began getting bad luck. Yeah, yeah. All right, so 3 for both runners. So no RNG edge. You mean what I was saying about the fairy skip? I was just saying, I don't know if I was saying you should do it, but I've just tried doing poke dashes instead of dashes as a backup. Feels okay to me. Dashes just take so long to start, and those guys move so fast. Did you happen to look at the time once we... It's like almost 30-second difference, like 27-ish second difference. Yeah. Dam's gone. Is it not Tam time anymore? Oh, I think my audio cap lost track of it. But I think you're back.
Am I back? Perhaps related, your Discord stream went down at some point.
Oh, did it? Oh, that would have explained it much more better. Was poppin', gamers?
Me, I'm popping off right now at this insane Palace of Darkness.
Remember that terrible rap song about lipstick? 2008. Chorus is like, it's poppin', it's poppin'.
I wasn't even born then, so.
I feel like you tell inconsistent stories about your age and experience as a millennial.
Doesn't sound like me, but I actually am not familiar with that song, so I'm sorry for ruining your story.
It wasn't really a story. Just a sort of free association on the word poppin'. Looks like...
I
Okay, good,
I
hear
always
me out.
feel so pressured to swan buffer everything in Amiub, because menu buffering is so slow.
Oh my god, PH. Almost ran into that pit.
I have actually run into that bit before. It ruins your life.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. It is one of the worst feelings that I've had in this game. My current strategy for Hammer Yum is I pause buffer to the first pixel, and then I sword buffer to the second pixel. I feel like is a reasonable splitting the difference. Spleebie, not a very sexy statue, but it's okay. We don't shame.
I mean, we shame a little, but I...
Okay,
Just-
well, we have completed
okay,
mimics.
we-
Sorry, go on.
You know, we gotta have it. No, I was practicing that room, so I shouldn't really be shaming anyone, because my attempts are all atrocious.
I recently swapped strats in that room, and so sometimes I walk in the door and have absolutely no idea what buttons I'm supposed to press, because I'm not used to it yet.
PH was much, much sexier, so we can shame Spleebie now.
Alright, nice. Yeah, the mimic strat where you get the pot is like really good. But nobody
Oh, I
actually
missed
practices it
Spleebie
anymore.
taking damage.
It must have been in mimics.
I think it was the spike room, because he was definitely floundering in mimics, but I didn't remember him taking damage.
That would make sense because I'm not actually sure you can take 1 damage from a mimic, but it doesn't make sense because it's the spike room. But I'll believe you. This is quite the turtle party. PH is like almost caught up now. This has been a little bit of a problem for Spleebie in the back half of the pod.
I was gonna say we're mostly having pretty good pods so far. That was not a perfect turtle room. It is a lot closer now. Spleebie still has a lead, but
For sure, but I made up like, I don't know, 10 seconds, so it was a pretty big
yeah.
jump. Spleebie entered Helma at 17, and PH looks like he's like 28, maybe 29. Oh, Spleebie's... Oh no. That's so bad. Oh, poor Spleebie. Oh my gosh, PH.
Oh no, not PH2. Ooh.
Bro! Oh my
It
god.
was comfortable. He had it all under control. I was not holding my breath.
I think both players need to go for the sub 6 Helmasaur RTA to learn how to fight the boss.
Honestly, who doesn't?
I mean, everybody should.
Everyone.
It's so fun.
Everybody should do Helmasaur RTA. Anyone listening who's ever entertained the thought of Helmasaur RTA, don't do it.
I can't believe Spleebie has to do this without arrows.
Oh, not again, yeah.
He learned a lot from his first time, though. That was a much
That's
slicker
true.
backup.
Oh, he shut the statue.
I would have done that too.
Yeah, I think everyone would have.
So this is obviously now a big advantage for PH, but still a lot that can go wrong in this run. Maybe it's certainly not out yet.
Yeah.
The way I think about it is that after an event like that, where PH is now probably 9 seconds ahead, roughly, Before that, it was in the range of like PH to kind of God game and catch up to Spleebie. Now, it's a little harder for Spleebie to like game his way out of this without PH sort of giving it up. But there's like 100 rooms left in which it's very easy to give up huge chunks of lives. The race is definitely not.
Yeah, it's kind of PH has to make some kind of at least moderate disaster
Yeah.
for Spleebie to catch up, but like you said, that can happen in pretty much any split.
Yeah.
Maybe not this one.
I mean, we've seen blind deaths.
That's true. Sometimes you just get awful RNG on blind.
That's true. Losing the pressure to PB can actually really help.
Mm. Actually, it's 10 times easier to play this game when you're behind, whether it's in a race or splits.
For sure.
It just, at least for me, it activates something.
I don't think that was a quick warp. Yeah, I think he has one.
Yeah.
I just finally learned the cues for that quick warp very recently. I play on a monitor instead of a CRT that's got blurry pixels all over the edges. And pixels cut off and the next couple are blurry and warped.
Yeah, the cue for that quick warp is not playing on a CRT.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, 07.
07? 07, I agree. This is my flute dome.
Thieves Town is kind of the escape of the Dark World. It doesn't really feel like there's a lot to talk about.
That's true. From a commentator's perspective, it's an escape. Spleebie gets a quick warp.
They both went for it quite high up. I'm not used to seeing that.
There's a strategy that I know some people go for. I guess both of these guys. I saw Doomtown do it first, where you just hold up left the whole time that you're talking. Maybe.
That makes sense.
Yeah, this split doesn't feel that much like Escape to me because there's no RNG in it except for one room. Not literally, no. Very little RNG except for the Hellway.
Yeah.
Whereas Escape is like all just like a million dub RNG. No, it wasn't me that taught you because I've never done that strat. I've always done like a little cardinal left at the end. I think what I do is probably bad. Like, no, because I think I get the. It doesn't matter. See how Hellway goes for PH here. Oh, I think he actually got back onto it but got blocked.
Yeah. Way she goes.
It's a really good effort. Sometimes you just get owned.
Mostly, as far as bad always go, that wasn't really the worst.
No, that was fine. Spleebie is having a little bit of a better Thieves. PH got Money Bee bonked on them.
Yeah.
Ebo was coming at him.
I don't really have a super good grasp on that room, to be honest. There's like a handful of RNGs that are just kind of awkward.
Yeah. I just like look at the Ebo and go whichever direction it's not going, and then like kind of try to deal with it. I guess there's
Yeah,
I've done it enough times that I guess I have specific plans. I'm not really good at that concept.
the one that really gets me is like when the Gibbo goes down and then the Zizek is going up and you're not sure if he's gonna fire at you.
Oh yeah, I don't deal with that at all. I just figure that if he wants to shoot me, then it's okay. We'll see if I get frame ruled or not. But do better than that, probably. I just fair enough.
How
the RNG is. Go ahead.
Similar Hellway to PH. He took 2 hearts of damage, which is more than PH, but it was about the same number of dash attempts.
Yeah. Taking a couple of damage in this split is.
Yeah.
Beams are nice for blind fight. They save like 10 frames or not really very marginal. So PH with pretty good blind RNG.
Yeah, that was about as good as you can hope for.
Maybe with dashes in the jail cell. Shoutouts. I think that strat is significantly better than the walk.
I always understood them as being approximately equivalent, but the dashes are ideal when the guys are in the way.
Yeah, the dashes are technically like a couple frames faster, but they're much safer.
I don't know how to read subsplits, but PH might have golded Thieves Town.
Oh yeah, nice.
I mean, I can't say for sure. It was a 725, which
I feel like
seemed a
his
little
probably
high,
has better.
but yeah.
Probably comparing to like his beam.
Maybe.
There's no way that was a gold. He got bunny beamed.
That's true. I did forget about that.
Spleebie also had good blind RNG, I guess. I kind of it's over. Crazy happened, so. Maybe in his gold he got bunny twice. Do you hear that, PH? Spleebie thinks you could get bunny beamed in Thieves Town twice and still gold.
I complained about subsplits, but I can't read Spleebie splits even more because he has the Guitar Hero input display and it's very distracting.
Oh, so you're saying
Especially
I
when
should
he's
add
like-
that to my stream?
Honestly, it could not hurt. Oh, it's very bright and colorful when he's mashing text.
I think the Guitar Hero thing's kind of cool. Kind of cool visually.
I think it's cool, yeah. Although, perhaps more for stream viewers than for your own benefit.
Oh, no. Visually. I mean, I guess it's kind of nice if you want to watch something back and be like, I definitely did everything right, and then the input display is like you were clearly holding the wrong direction.
Actually, you know, I hate looking at my own splits, so if I can make it less clear, it's kind of a win.
I've been trying to teach by example for so long.
Yeah,
Just haven't been
everyone hated him because he spoke the truth.
easy. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't the RNG. Do that on PH?
Yeah. It was like, not a great overworld, but he didn't bonk doing fence dash there. Unless he did and I missed it.
I feel like nobody misses fence dash anymore. It used to be such a meme. People would go for it, and like commentators would be eagle-eyed watching out for it because people were missing it all the time. But everyone's too good now.
I can promise you there's at least one person who misses fence dash.
Like in this event, yeah, probably.
Perhaps in this commentary team, actually.
Did you miss it on your most recent run?
Probably.
Probably. So we'd be going for the memest the speed of them all. That's not true. I think the CAC one is.
This one is
full.
totally fine, isn't it?
It saves 5 frames.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I used to go for it back when I was capable of it. I don't. Yeah, no.
There's spin speeds that save more time that are more memey than that.
Such as
Desert library.
I don't
Two
really
library.
think library is. Maybe it is.
You think it's better than Smith?
I mean, it's objectively better than Smith. I mean, it's harder to save the time with, but like the upside is way bigger. Oh, maybe pulling the statue. Every time you have to pull the statue from the left in the stream, it feels so bad.
Yeah.
Both players successfully nudged the ramp instead of getting shocked by the berry. Good job. I called it a ramp. I meant the rail.
Learning from the mistakes of our elders.
ph caught up because Spleebie had a death on Helmetasaur, unfortunately. Spleebie gained time on the bomb jump by getting it first try.
Yeah, ph a little low on health because of failing the bomb jump. Hopefully everything is fine,
I
but
think he's okay.
sometimes Moth is just not fine.
Going for fire rods here.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that
Yeah.
that slash was going to kill before the one that did. But good cleanup.
Yeah.
I think you could have charged Moth down with some double pokes instead of fire rod there, but definitely safer
That
than
may-
ph did it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what pH's general tendencies are, but that may have been a low health kind of
Right.
safety strat.
We also saw Spleebie going for the beam right fire rod. On the
Yeah, I don't know, I feel
discus.
like I see a lot of people do it, but it feels way too, like, not difficult, but weird to me.
It's like you have to get a frame perfect cancel, or else you're just losing tons and tons of time. And it doesn't save that much. But, I don't know, it's kind of cool.
It does look cool, I'll give it that.
Feels like the slash pokes. That might have been that. That was such a good start. Oh, but we're...
Ooh.
It wasn't a
Everything's
double.
fine.
Man, I keep thinking these are doubles now. Alright.
We got 2 fire red shots actually.
Pretty similar fights, I think. pH
Yeah.
is maybe a little bit faster, but pretty close.
Yeah, I think Spleebie gained a little bit, but not a lot.
Probably, yeah, just from the first try bomb jump.
Yeah, we both lived, which, given how close we were to maybe not living, is the real win.
What's up, Josh RTA?
Oh, I can't believe it, pH. Why would you do this?
To Louis Dash.
No, I refuse.
You're not a Louis Dasher?
I am not.
Oh my god. What kind of Zora talk times are you getting?
Look, we don't have to
I just
worry
want to
about
know
that.
if it's worth it. I just want to know what you're getting out of going for the fast strat.
I actually, earlier today, I had a 2-minute flat Zora talk because I missed Catfish with the rock.
Right. I'm sorry for the interruption, everybody, but Tam has been banned from commentary for their Zora talk times.
I mean, my Zora talks are not substantially better when I first tried Catfish. I know there's no evidence, but I promise that I'm good at ice battles.
Josh, in the like verifier Discord channel, Greenham verified my PB that I thought was a tie with yours. And he sent me a message after he verified it that was like, I have good news and bad news. The good news is you're not tied with Josh. The bad news, of course, being that I was slower than I thought I was. ph coming up on the Tiny Warp Dick screen. I wonder if he'll also do the Louis strat there. Oh, wow. Going to the left, but not using the menu to read the RNG. I would recommend using the menu there if you're interested in going left on some RNG. Good place to use.
I also feel like it was not very necessary with the RNG that he got, but
it was definitely not necessary, but
it's reasonable to be spooked on that screen.
Yeah.
Oh no, the jingle.
Go for the beam there on the guy. Isn't the fire rod is better there because the fire animation takes forever, so the door doesn't actually open. But if you're worried about your magic, it's pretty good to just beam it, not worry about it. But if you're gonna... The reason to be worried about your magic is that sometimes you fire rod the tiny warp dick. And so if you're doing the strat that PH did where he avoids fire rodding it, then like you're always gonna have enough magic to parry. No, not quite. Being hilarious. Cool, PH going for the E-boost off the top spikes. Don't feel like I have control over that one. I've never like fully understood it.
I'm not a fan of that either, but it doesn't seem bad. It's another skill issue problem.
I mean, I've seen people like Josh, in fact, that is definitely goes for that and knows how to do it correctly, but for some reason I was just like, every once in a while I get a vertical E-boost and I want to cry.
Yeah.
Like even more than usual. Oh no, PH got a bad clip there. That sucked. Wow, I didn't. Oh,
that's pretty. Got those extra bombs.
Spleebie is loaded on bombs. That bomb is really low. I think it's okay.
Oh wow, really?
I think Spleebie got those extra bombs, huh?
Yeah. Oh no, he doesn't have beams for this either.
Yeah, not having beams is very terrible.
This sequence of rooms from like Ballable Floor to Conveyor, it's like, it's so tough, but it feels amazing to do. But it's such a disparity between doing it well and doing it less well.
Yeah. Bombable Floor is like legit one of the harder rooms.
Yeah.
Oh no! I didn't even realize he was an Oko. Oh god.
Oh
okay.
My goodness.
That sucks.
Wow, I'm surprised he even didn't get the kill there. Oh,
I think he just slashed the wrong direction by accident. I don't know. It looked like it was fine, and then suddenly. I wonder what we're doing here. Go to swamp. Yes.
Go to swamp. Yeah.
Some people try to farm for full magic off of the pickles before they go to swamp. Yeah, the stair clip is meta now. I do that strat. I'm gonna take credit for it becoming meta. Although, probably like FSG's fault.
I think at some point, people just came up with setups that weren't shit. Yeah. It's just good to go for. I mean, I wasn't even born before the stair clip, so I don't know anything.
It's okay, Josh. When you come back to the game, you can start learning some good strats. I was a little worried about that single poke because you had to sort of wiggle into position for it, but it ended up being a clean cold stare fight.
The good strat is not coming back to this game.
Whoa. How would you know? You
I
came
guess I
back to this
wouldn't.
game and you're doing great.
I'm having so much fun right now.
You PB'd like 1 minute ago.
Yeah, sure, that's what happened. I definitely didn't want to cry.
Yeah. You did say the PB was unrecorded and offline, so maybe you just made that up. There's no evidence of it.
Being advised not to say anything.
Beach going for the dash there. I love that dash. I think it's really
I
bad, but
hate
it's
that
fun.
dash. Fun it may be, but
I just
we don't
love
do this for fun. This
adding
isn't a
random
game.
Hellway cancels to my run for no reason.
At some point I realized that there's like dozens of dashes that is so marginal that there's like no point. I used to go for all the dashes like that, and it just made me sad every single time.
You
Because
gotta
I
pick and
sucked,
choose.
and I would never dash cancel correctly.
There are dashes. Well, there are a lot of dashes that save like 5 frames. I skip a lot of those. But there's specifically the ones where they only save time if you cancel on exactly the right frame, like it's a grid thing. And I think that's like the worst one that is plausible to go for. I was trying really hard to make it work after or like on the first tree rupee screen, because you can just hold down and then dash turn left there, like you won't grab the wall, and you have a 1 tile gap to walk down into, but I actually couldn't even get it to save time, unfortunately. I wanted to go for it. I thought it was going to be such a good meme.
You don't have to let the fact that it was not worth it stop you from going for it.
Ah, that's true. I didn't have the courage of like... ph had the guy dead and didn't go for the hammer dash, which is a pretty serious offense around these parts.
Hammer dash does feel really good, but yeah.
It's
Swamp?
quite good.
It's like disturbing how scary Swamp can be when you come here after a death to Cold Stare. Because you start with like 7 hearts or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think we've taken damage so far, but...
I think we're on more hearts than we spawned in. Maybe not.
Okay, well, we took some damage.
We forgot to slash the berry there. Maybe got hit by the lockout frames.
We did get arrows out of the hit there, though. Spleebie is really low on arrows, actually.
Well,
he's lowish.
I don't really think about arrows anymore since I'm a Mike Chest Supremacist, which just solves all of your problems and is fast. It's like insane how good Mike Chest is. Yo, on the blue. Took 2 tries, but we got on the blue. That's a bomb. Okay, yeah. Will PH remember restock room?
Oh.
3 tries. Oh. Oh, okay. Not going full checks though. Not
Okay.
in time.
Never go full checks.
Never go full checks. Checks, for anyone who doesn't know, has forgotten to hit the switch in, I think, 2 league races. Oh no.
We be losing some other kinds of frames. Or maybe that's your fault.
I don't know whose fault it was, but I just refreshed and it's better. PH doesn't go for the 0 cycle. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
And there's no reason to go for the zero cycle. It's like a 1% chance of. You have no control over it. It's just pure RNG.
There's no skill involved in zero cycle. I don't know. The only reason I ever started learning it was because I figured it's just a kind of strat that doesn't really hurt. Like, if you don't get it, you're still in the same position you were. It's not going for it at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty easy to not lose time. All of Swamp is purely skill-based. See, Josh is the only person in the universe who believes that. Which is probably why he also is one of the only people who has an actually good Swamp time. I don't know. I think that Swamp is, like, actually insanely difficult. Like, I think that Swamp is my worst split. That might not be true anymore since I'm out of practice and I make big time mistakes in places. Like, last time I was really grinding NMG, I think Swamp was my biggest split, like, probably even more than Tower. Because I think it's, like, not that much easier than GT, and I put, like, a 10th of the work into it. Like, kind of a sleeper problem. Spleebie got both arrow packs and is no longer low on arrows, by the way. I know you were worried. Oh! Dodge. Each going for the ether after Swamp, but not doing the sword times. How do we feel about that?
I don't really feel good about this at all. But he may have just, like, it may have been confusion from the cold stare death. I'm willing to not hold it against him.
That's
for
true.
doing the incorrect shopping.
That's very true. How do we feel about him not doing Cascade Corp?
Well, he's the one who has to deal with the consequences.
I did not catch Spleebie's fight. I was too busy to catch it.
Yeah, it looked fine. I didn't see if it was a zero cycle. I don't think it was, but I was too busy being disgusted by ice shopping.
And we have link in the text.
Oh yeah, love to see it.
Could fly a 747. Look, man, I'll take a 747 Swamp any day.
I'm willing to believe that Spleebie did this catch on purpose.
I think he. I was testing this a while
very
ago.
on brand.
Yeah. I was testing this a while ago and I found that catching low saves lag frames. Let's see. I think it costs more, or like about the same amount in catch time nonsense. So I don't actually go for it, but I don't think that it. I think it's fine. Doesn't matter. Spleebie is doing ether shopping, or fire shopping, but this is definitely on purpose because he didn't die in ice.
Yeah, I am judging him as well.
At least he does this right. He did the movement like he was going to go for the cast corp and then didn't do the end of it correctly. Oh, nice dead rock.
Better there than at the bridge.
Forgot how, okay. Gotcha.
That did not look too low to me, but kind of an awful room, honestly.
It is really bad. Maybe he goes around the right of the...
I don't like that. There's nothing at all that makes me think there's a difference, but I don't like it. It's like in... It's like in the dam. There's like a correct way to go in the dam.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to bring it up because I think we go different ways.
Spleebie menued to the hook shot and then bonked across the
Didn't
gap and
use it,
then
yeah.
menued to the fire rod.
It
Oh no,
happens.
we're losing frames again.
Menuing always feels like you don't have to think about it, and then as soon as you do think about it, you do it wrong. The answer in this game is very rarely to think.
I agree. I not doing sweet. It up for anyone else? Oh, there's the not like this of death.
And it looks like it's down. Not Fox's fault.
All right, well, hopefully it comes back up. Meantime, watch ph. Mash text.
This is peak speed running.
Yep.
I constantly feel like when I'm mashing text that I'm like leaving text up for way too long,
Like you're too
even though I
slow to get to the mashing.
no, it just feels like my like I don't think it's actually happening, but it feels as though my fingers are just like stopping pressing buttons when the text is done.
Oh, I see.
You
Yeah.
know, like when you look at a clock and it seems like it takes a really long time for the second hand to go. It's kind of like that.
Yeah. Like a
Piet went the correct way in the Meyer entrance.
that is to ph. Is he gonna bird toss?
He actually might. He's been known to.
He's doing
Oh,
it. Oh, he's hammering it.
oh, he's hammering
Oh,
it. What a cold and heartless individual.
it's
The bird deserves
unreasonable.
better.
The viewers deserve better.
Honestly, PH deserves better.
That's true. He should treat himself better. Not abuse birds. It's bad for the soul.
He did get a small magic drop out of it, which means absolutely nothing.
Right.
But
I do think it's funny. Beginners sometimes spend like hours walking around Mire 2 chasing down Popos with the sword, and I'm just like, bro, you can literally use your whole magic bar right now.
mhm.
Will we get? No, we will not beat the ball. That nudge.
I agree. It is really funny when people do things incorrectly.
I don't know if I said that, but yeah, I agree. Whoever said
You
that.
thought it. You felt it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've seen plenty of just NMG beginners do that. Just like, I mean, it's fair, right? You don't have the exact points in the run where your resources are constrained memorized at the beginning.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I feel kind of bad about this because I have no idea. I don't remember what it was like being newer to this game and not having a lot of the basic stuff down. But I always feel like just be good.
Uh,
Just have the years of experience already.
in Rando, you know the tile room that we walked through, Josh? In Rando, you have to actually light those torches. You can go up and get the map chest or the compass chest, whichever one. I think it's the compass.
Confirmed not a spoiler log player.
Um, yeah, Rando sucks. No, I love spoiler log except for the fact that nobody will tell me what the rules are, so I'm pretty sure that I'm cheating, so I stopped playing.
This is 145 Loverando.
I agree.
Bonk that by PH. It's not a nice bonk to take.
He's fine though. He still has tons of health.
Yeah, he's fine until he really isn't. But it should be okay.
But he's already died once this run, so nothing else can go wrong.
That's true. You're only allowed one.
Taking a very safe basement route.
I didn't see his dash, but I do that if I feel like I was really slow to putting the block down. Because it's like the worst thing when you get knocked out of your dash by the fireball and then onto the block, so you push it away.
That's one of those rooms where when something goes wrong, I'm just like, nope, I'm just gonna do it like normal. And if I get owned, then I'll just be annoyed. Because like the cost of like preemptively giving up on doing the strat right too high for me.
Yeah,
But
that's bad.
I respect like caring more about not getting it wrong and less about that. Nice zero cycle with ph.
You remembered not to die.
That was smart. If anybody observes Spleebie's stream come back up or anything, it doesn't come back up on mine end, please like let me know. I don't have it up in another way or anything. I don't know if it'll catch it correctly in this source. Not up for now. You?
Speaking of not catching correctly,
Is this not a correct catch? It seems okay. It's a couple pixels
no, I
off.
just wanted to be a dick.
Good job. All right, checks. I'll try that. Thanks for the tip. H is now heading into TR. Spleebie is probably either almost to the entrance of
Hopefully in
TR
TL.
or
Yeah,
died to Vitreous.
which would have been against the rules. Maybe that's why he cut his stream.
Can't let us see the illegal second death.
Yeah.
H wisely not placing a bomb on top of the chest and then picking it up and throwing it before opening the chest.
Yeah. I've had to think very carefully about using bombs in Iceberg Cave to dump them and doing it incorrectly.
I've tried to do it and done it incorrectly twice, and I've tried to do it and done it correctly literally 0 times. I can't figure it out. H hooking that squirrel there. I'm okay with that. You should have beamed probably, but not the worst. What's up, Chex? Thanks for the raid.
What is? Oh, anyway, that's stupid. Ignore.
I didn't even hear. Oh, by the way, I meant to say hi to Mishka, who I heard a minute.
Yeah, she's not very happy about things right now.
Any
I
particular
mean,
reason, or just being a cat?
probably the shopping.
That would explain it. Yeah, I'm also upset about that. Woo! All right. A little surprised we didn't pog off of that dead rock, but sometimes you get lucky. Is this free? Oh, I think that was free.
I thought that was no. He was right. He knows everything.
Looked free to me. Or free.
Free spelled with a ph, of course.
Of course. You don't know how it worked? If you are, it just works if you do 1 frame of diagonal along with your cardinal movements. Good
Oh no,
news, my power came back. Oh,
that's not good news.
that's pretty bad. That sounds like there probably is not a local recording.
Or gameplay at all.
All right. Well, that is unfortunate.
Yeah.
So you even have a UPS and it didn't last long enough. Oh,
Oh
that
no.
sucks, man. I'm sorry.
That is very unfortunate.
So we'll see. We'll have a chat about this. If the runners want to try doing a re-race, if there's no time or whatever, Gage will um, be able to take the win by default. But I would generally not. I would generally, if the runners can manage it, I think it would be cool if we could get a re-race going in this kind of situation. But we'll see what happens. The diesel generator; those are illegal.
If there's a re-race, I really hope we see correct shopping. My hopes are not high there.
Well,
PH
Spleebie,
grabbed the pot errors, which I'm pretty sure is completely unnecessary.
it's necessary if you're like really, really worried about ice armor. A lot of people are.
He is at 1 heart, which is not optimal. I didn't see if he got the fairy and like missed it or took extra damage, but maybe he still has that.
Definitely took extra damage. I did not see if there was a fairy dropper. But yeah, if there's a re-race, Spleebie definitely will not be doing correct shopping. He does his lunatic shopping route. I don't know what shopping PH does when he's not rudely interrupted by Cold Stare. That was a poke. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to hear the word gamer shopping from Spleebie right now. Nope, there it is.
Mingly.
I knew it. I think PH does good shopping, correct shopping,
Guess we
normally.
can.
Not today, but
Hey, Team Tab. I'm so glad that you woke up and decided to participate in chat today. You're really
actually,
adding a lot and helping the stream.
good news. PH can get this error pot again and skip a chest.
That is good news.
It was all calculated.
What he should have done is skip the arrow pot the first time, gotten a chest at 28 arrows.
Oh, look, our fairy. Perfectly on time.
Just farming drops.
Yeah.
You'll wake up tomorrow too. You're not invited back.
I appreciate the PH jokes. We have Kiki money, that's true. I think Spleeby had Kiki money as well.
What happened to PH's splits? I don't know. I don't have his stream up. I only
I
have
think
this
he
cropped
closed
fraction of it.
them at some point after Cold Stare.
That seems
But
reasonable.
I think because he's using an auto splitter, they started again at some point.
Oh.
So he's currently 12 minutes into the run.
I mean, a lot of people have made Fibonacci jokes with the PH. I don't know if Doom is one of them or not. Also, you should probably spell it like that. Sean Candy, the PH is silent. Typo.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
I'm really good at spelling, as you can tell from the layout. I have got Pokedash Trinex in the meta. Everybody does it, although it's really probably more Aries doing than mine. I do it, Doom does it sometimes, Airy does it. I would say Vortex does it, but he doesn't play this game anymore.
non-league runners, can we really trust them on the meta?
That's true. The EU meta. This is fine, thanks, Twin. All right, we have 2 splits left, which means that we can still gold up to 2 times. Actually, PH used a sub split, so he can still
Yeah, we
gold
can go
multiple
multiple
times.
times.
Except that we can't because the splits apparently aren't running.
Oh, yeah.
But we could retime it. I've
Yeah,
retimed
that's true.
segments after runs where my splits crashed before. I was hoping you'd chime in and say something like, yeah, me too. That's a normal amount of effort to apply to calculating your golds.
Oh, I just don't have good splits to begin with, so.
I'm a nerd. That's true. I am a nerd. FMG
The only
picked FM.
time my splits crash is when I close them because I died in escape.
Oh, I just noticed that PH has also forfeited. The race has been
Yeah,
canceled.
they're chatting a bit in the race time room. It looks like there's likely to be a rematch.
It does sound that way. That's good. I'm glad that that's how the players are handled.
Yeah. But I am making my feelings on the shopping node.
No, you're not.
I did before.
Not in the race time room
Oh, no,
where
you're
they're
right.
organizing.
I could go yell at them while they're commiserating about the power outage and the
Yeah.
deaths they had. I'm sure that would make them feel better.
Hey guys, can you deal with this later? We need to talk about your shopping first.
Yeah, Spleebie, what the fuck, honestly?
I've
I didn't see where PH took damage. That's not ideal.
I didn't either, but it's usually fire snakes.
Yeah.
What is PH doing?
Pick up the pot early, and also didn't put a bomb down, I guess.
It looked like he was trying to. It looked like he was like, "Oh shit, I need these arrows," but he doesn't need the arrows. So
I'm really not an expert on strats in that room. I can't even do the one strat I know correctly.
I wonder if my bot has any idea how to handle a race room that's canceled. I guess it correctly ignored it. So let's go.
Thanks to PH and Spleevy for stress testing the bot.
Really appreciate it. Vegeta checks on the huge any percent PB.
Oh no, checks. Why?
I'm sorry that you feel yourself compelled to do these self-destructive
Jax is
actions, but
becoming a cat.
I don't know what that means, Corey. Is that like some software development? Good try, Yoho. Pretty sure there's a comment in my code that handles this case that's like, I have to stop Yoho from shitting this up.
Do you?
Yes. Pam did say you're becoming a cat. I did not understand that comment, but I liked it anyway in a
Because
sort of
of
surrealist sense.
any percent.
Oh, because the world record holder is a samurai cat.
Yeah.
Um, I understand now, but I don't approve. I liked it better when it was just a bizarre, surreal thing to say.
Oh.
Any percent? Oh, no! It looked like it was swim route anyway, so
And I guess so.
all the hype is for Cave Clip.
Cave clip.
Oh my god, I'm so unhappy.
Anyway, GT happened. It looks like PH didn't die.
No, it seems like it's been going fine. I think we had a 2-cycle
It
Lambo
looked
too.
decent. Yeah.
I don't really see any big problems. I've been like in and out of paying attention. Like there's no longer any timer running for anything that's happening on screen. I don't think anybody's super invested in the outcome of this GT, but PH is known to uh end runs in unfortunate ways and then like finish out the run in the practice hack or whatever just to get experience the rest of the run.
Yeah, he has been doing a lot of GT practice lately, which is honestly an example that a lot of us should be following.
He practice
I
is
say
super fun.
I say a lot of us like I'm shifting the blame off of myself.
I entered Aga 2 today at 6:11 and I was like, if I 2-cycle this, I could get a sub 7 GT. Then I panicked incredibly hard and shit everything up.
I'm sorry to hear that. I did not have a similar experience.
Glad they
I
did.
shoot everything up well before I get to.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm happy for you. PH Clipe out. It's not a valid run anymore anyway. You already forfeit. I guess
Life
it is a
out.
valid run. Clipe out anyway. Oh, I should have done this in a channel instead of in a private call with you so that we could interview the runners.
This is why the restream isn't great.
Ugh. Twin feels attacked. Tam was just trying to attack themselves, and now Twin is caught in the crossfire.
I'm sorry, it was entirely self-deprecatory.
One warp, two warps, three warps. Ah.
PB might be dead.
Four warps. Yes, bomb him to death. The Donko dislikes smoke.
We would have saved time by bombing.
I was searching for troll face emotes on FFC the other day for obvious reasons. And I found
Mhm.
a troll dongo, which is a kadongo, or not a kadongo, a dodongo with the troll face on it. But I didn't find
Is it?
a troll dorm.
Dang.
But I'm sure we have artists in the community who appreciate the beauty of troll face and also troll dorm.
It's the hot new thing. Wow,
Oh,
really?
yeah, I didn't see that. I was about to say it was a really good phase 4, and then had a little oopsie whoopsie.
Peaceful, but spelled with a PH.
A what?
Never mind. Congrats to PH for finishing the race.
Yeah, GG's PH, finishing with a 123.45 when they canceled 10 minutes ago. I guess makes this approximately a 133, 134 maybe. Um, but
Oh, never mind. He didn't finish. It's all over.
but
Take back the GGs.
right, we'll replace them with PHs. Um, the runners sound like they are planning on doing a rematch. Spleebie was ahead, and then his power went out, and then it's the kind of thing where neither player is going to be like, "Aha! I got you. Your power went out." That's not really the kind of tournament we'll try to do. Let me see. They're probably not watching the race room anymore, but Do you want me to try to get an interview going, Spleebie? I can move this call to another room. You can track the re-race. We can talk about how bad your power company is. All right, Tam, I'm gonna hang up on you and move to Jank Restream Zone. Feel free to join us there to continue this. Feel free to hop in. Possible that is how it will go. I don't know who can see this channel. Hold on. Okay, you should be able to see it now. Hello.
Oh, you meant this server.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it.
Yeah, that's my bad. GG on the race that you didn't finish because of your power company.
Yeah. It's great. I have one of my little brothers, not Sky, lives in a separate part of town, and they lost power earlier. I should have taken it as a warning sign.
Get a second UPS. Hey PH, GG. Congrats on
Hello.
finishing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Link is locked in Ganon's tower forever.
That's
Which
fair.
jail?
Well, sorry about that. As soon as I assumed that I was probably gonna lose anyway, but then I died to cold stare. I died to pokies, and then Spleebie was like, "Yeah, my power went out," and I went, "Well, you definitely would have won." So
Well, I died to Helmazar. I guess you weren't watching the race room. I mentioned,
yeah.
but
I don't usually keep it up during races. I'll pop in and out every once in a while to make a joke comment on a restream, but I don't. I usually keep it closed.
Yeah, I mean, Spleebie was definitely ahead after the Cold Star death, but, there's more ways to die after that. It's not like it was a done deal.
Well, yeah, I found at least
You
one.
found
So.
one, yeah.
I like how PH pulled up the stream at it was like a 122 or something, saying, "Let's see if Spleebie's done yet." No.
Well, because we were it was not like I was kind of figuring that because where was I at that point? I think I was just finishing TR, right? So I had the entire GT ahead of me at
Yeah, I
least.
think so.
Something like that. So I was just like, let's just see. Probably getting close. I didn't actually know exactly what my time was because I turned my timer off as soon as I died to cold, so I didn't mess up my splits. Because I was like, well, I guess we're going to swamp now. But
Just skip them. You don't have to turn it off.
That's, I think,
it's more
worse
because
with an auto splitter because it keeps trying to do stuff for you.
Oh,
well, yeah. So I went and finished swamp first, so I was just like, it's fine. I'd already died. This wasn't going to be anything interesting anyway, so I was just like, I'm just going to turn it off. It's just easier to deal with.
yeah, that's fair.
Because I would have had to skip to Meyer, I think.
You can just undo as it like auto splits and then like undo and then skip, undo and skip until you get to TR.
Yeah. Although, funnily enough, it actually didn't work right. It would get mad at you. The like most recent or second to last most recent live split release was what fixed that, because it would like basically lock on the split if you tried to do that before. It was really funny.
Oh.
No, I'm auto splitting. Damn it! All right, excuse me. Well, anyway, so so I guess here's my question: how far behind was I going into pod?
You were like 20 seconds behind going into pod, and then Spleebie had like a lot of trouble. He didn't have enough arrows, so he lost a bunch of time in mimics, and then I think got hit by the spike, and then didn't have arrows for the basement and had a turtle
Yeah.
party. And you were like quite close entering Helmasaur. You were like maybe like within about 10 seconds, like 10 or 12 seconds maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. You both had 3 blue balls. You both had like Spleebie had a little bit better light world, but not a lot.
Oh, my
And
light world
then
was a 30-20. I just pulled my splits back
Yeah.
up.
yeah, PH was like 30, 40 or whatever. Like it was not a big gap. And
Well,
obviously
it
Elmo was bad.
yeah, it wasn't great. But and I almost died. I was telling Spleebie, I guess we had the connection, because I almost ate it in Helma as well. So
I think you took the same amount of damage to Helmasaur, but Spleebie was down a heart entering.
oh yeah, there we go.
How many hearts do we have at Helma?
7 if
7.
you get
Literally
Sank Heart
don't even
and
know.
don't take damage.
So then it doesn't matter.
No,
If
it
you're down a heart.
matters. Yeah, it does.
No, yes, it does. Because if he had 7 and I had 6, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you skip Sank Heart, which is why you should just skip Sank Heart. So then if you take 1 heart of damage in pod, it's fine.
Sure.
Mm,
Okay.
I'll save the
Oh man.
low heart pod for all dungeons.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
I'm
Helmasaur already
darn, I
LTA.
was so happy you didn't say Homer LTA.
That's not like a
So,
low percent. That's like a low brain cell percent.
True.
but I do want to. I am curious if anybody else was as upset as Yarok at my C-shaped house.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't
what
Oh
did
my
he
notice
say?
god,
it.
I
He
wasn't
was
looking.
oh, instead of muffins dashing, I bonked off the top wall and then out.
Oh
He
no.
was very displeased.
I'm so
Why?
glad I
I
didn't see
guess.
that.
Why would you do that? Are you trying to hurt us?
I think that
Yes,
might have been the
actually.
case.
I think Fox also
Judging
didn't
by
See,
a
notice.
misery mile.
Hold on, I slashed the Ropa on the way back to get Fire Rod, and Fox didn't notice.
Flash the rope out on the
Oh,
way.
the top one?
Yeah, instead of dashing through it,
Oh.
that was just for you.
Well, thank
Such a wholesome community.
you. That dash is only good because otherwise you have to slash that guy. It does sometimes it looks like the dash isn't going to work and then you slash it. It's fine with the pH.
Yeah, this was definitely an everything is phine.jpg kind of run for both of us, I guess, considering.
Yeah, definitely some suboptimal events occurred. But I'm glad that the upside is that these suboptimal events occurred on Monday, so you have all week to schedule the second try. I'm glad that
That's
you
right.
guys are both on
This
board
was
for redoing the race.
Yeah,
it's just practice. Today never happened.
It's the warm up, yeah.
yeah. Since we have plenty of time, I'm like,
Yeah, see,
I think it's fine. I also would have been fine if you took the win if you didn't have time. So
no. Remember when you said no warm ups, Spleebie? That was actually this was all
I
warm
lied.
up.
It makes sense. It's not NMG Thursday yet.
This is true.
We're
We should have
actually
known better than to mess with it.
we're as far away as it's possible to be from it. Thursday, that's the problem.
Oh my gosh. What have I done?
I disagree. If we did it on like Monday morning, maybe.
That's true. I mean, like
Like
Monday at
Sunday, Monday are
12:01
equally
a.m.
far
is
if we're only counting days.
Truly cursed. When are you running? Well, we're going to do an NMG race Monday at midnight. What could go wrong? The day before Halloween, no less.
sometimes you got to do that because you're racing somebody in Europe.
This is true.
Anyway, well, GG's. Thanks for the show. Thanks for hanging out. You guys got anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? Spleebie claimed he was going to. Oh, I have to go. Hold on, Tim. Carry me.
Oh no, something about Spleebie. I don't know, but
How can you carry the last half of that sentence?
Spleebie will. I'm not gonna say fire it up because that would be too cruel. But I have no idea what Fox is going for. So,
Me neither.
yeah, I guess we'll.
I think we should just end on that. I don't think we can top that.
Yeah,
The world will never know.
we'll have to ask him later.
Probably for
But yeah,
no, it's for the best.
guess we'll look forward to the
Well,
rematch.
Spleebie, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for the late night
This is actually all part of
commentary.
my plan. Sorry.
Plan for what, PH?
Oh, so that I get to race you more. So this is all. I
Oh.
actually called the power company and asked them to take it down because I like racing you so much that I asked them to make it happen again.
Well, it'd be easy because I think there's only one power company in Utah. So
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
anyway, PH, you stream late.
Thanks
You
for
can
finishing the
race like
sentence.
whenever.
Yeah, that's true. We'll figure it out. Well, thank goodness Fox got back for that.
I didn't hear. I don't know what.
I think we're
What did I
done.
miss? We're done. Okay, great. It was 61%, bro. Yeah, well, you hit the 39%. All right, thanks everyone. Thanks Tam for
man.
commenting with me. Thanks me for putting on a great restream. Thanks PH and Spleebie for between them finishing out a run.
Sorry.
Wolverine Twin, who's doing some NMG attempts. She's also in league, getting ready for her race, which has already been scheduled, but I forget when it is. Maybe Wednesday? All I remember is that it's at a time where I absolutely cannot comment.
Yeah, it's at like 11 a.m. or something dumb.
Yeah, terrible. Thanks to
Thanks for
Chex
commentary, by the
for
way.
winning. Yeah, my pleasure. It's fun. I like doing this stuff. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks, Fox. Thanks, Tam. Take care.
Bye forever.